It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Punter and kickoff man Michael Dixon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts, and it's incomplete. So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. .51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah. Said he's always working on. We know he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Hurts. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. This is the tight end Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's going to come out well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now an option play on second down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA. Quarter action from Philadelphia. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he returns this to the 22.
Come on now, let's go.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and he missed it. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Keeping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the 27, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Second. Tie ball game. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 5. And he rifles one incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw again. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. The Explorers playing well in their opener, trying to send their sellout crowd home happy. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And right now they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Texans trying to start the season right and is looking good so far at home. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too have found passing lanes to be hard to come by so far. As you see by the numbers, they'll need to figure that out in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback.
We got this.
The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Now here's Michael Benson as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right, finding room to the 20. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 20. Get set to go back to work. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go play action with Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Now here's Michael Dixon as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 4.
Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Second down, back to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll try to run with this. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Now here's Michael Dix Johnson as he's on to punt for Seattle. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Let's go. Let's go.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now on second, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
On third down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Gets this to Fant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And room there to work it inside the 25.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Keep playing hard. 57's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll give it here to his running back. Open space inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go. It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He's made 2. He's missed 1. This time for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.